single leg deadlift. In a single leg deadlift, I really want you to focus on your hamstrings and your glutes and your hip positioning. Now what we're gonna do, I'm using a kettlebell here, but you can also use a dumbbell. Maybe just stack it up underneath a couple of books or a step or something so you don't have to bend all the way down to the ground, because hamstring flexibility has a lot to do with how deep you can get into this movement. Okay, so we're gonna start hips width distance between your feet, so pretty dang narrow, okay? I'm turning to the side so that you can see my spine. Now, with feet at hips width distance apart, we're gonna take one foot and kind of step it back about halfway between the length of your foot, okay? So that if you were to take that foot and bring it in, it'd kind of go right into the curve of your shoe, all right? Now from this position, this knee is now bent, but if you look down, my thighs and my knees are in the exact same position. My hips aren't open, okay? I don't want any twisting through the hips. We're keeping everything in line, but one leg is working, the other is just for balance, okay? Now from here, I like to put one hand on my hip, just to make sure that my hips and pelvis aren't rounding crazy. The other hand is going to reach down. The opposite hand of the leg that's working is going to reach down, grab that dumbbell. Notice how my lower back is nice and straight. My neck is in line with my spine versus looking down or looking up, okay? Now from here, we're going to press through with our hips. Push them all the way forward, big squeeze of the butt, and then lower right back down while keeping the hips and glutes and everything super engaged the whole time, okay? I don't want you to relax your butt literally until this move is done. Now notice I'm gonna switch legs. So I want you to take a peek at my knee here, okay? Now as I go back into this movement, my knee like went nowhere, okay? As I go through it, my knee goes nowhere, all right? I'm bending my knee, okay? But my hips are just going back behind me. Now if my knee comes back behind my ankle, you're gonna get more of a stretch in your hamstring, but you're actually putting your knee at risk. So keep your knee bent over the top of that ankle. Really get a stretch in your hamstring by tilting your butt up, okay? Try not to let your butt round up and underneath. Super important. So we stretch the hamstrings and butt and we squeeze it as we press back up.